loves, welcome back to my channel. This is Varsha here, and today I have a really exciting video. This is an Indian look that I wore a few days back, and I did get a lot of compliments for that, and so I wanted to recreate this look for you guys. So if you want to know how I got this look, stay tuned. So first thing that I did was I took the MAC Prep+Prime and I spritzed it all over my face for a good hydration. Up next for my primer, I used the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer. This is in the purple shade, and that day my skin was looking a bit dull, so I did want to brighten it, and so I took this e.l.f. primer. It does do a good brightening effect to my skin, and I mainly applied it to my T-zone. Up next for color correcting, I used the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the orange shade, and I mainly applied it to all my acne marks and also where my hyperpigmentation would be. I kind of spread it using the brush thingy that it came with. Yeah, and so it is one of my holy grail products that I use all the time. For my dark circles, I use the NYX Concealer Corrector palette, and I use the peach shade so that it neutralizes all those purpley blue tones which are under my eyes, and I also used it to apply right on some spots where I had like a fresh breakout and it was kind of turning purplish. So yeah, and I spread them all using just my fingers so that it warms the product, and I feel with color correcting, fingers are your best friends. For my foundation today, I used the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I will leave the shade on the description bar below. And this is the first time me using this foundation with a brush. I used to always apply with the beauty blender, and I feel the beauty blender is a much better option because the brush kind of moved the product and the foundation was not applying really well. But yeah, I kind of worked it out for that day. But yeah, I would still say the beauty blender is a much better option. Taking the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the medium shade, I applied it to all my places where I wanted to kind of conceal and highlight, which is under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on top of my forehead, under my chin, on my cupid's bow, right next to my mouth, and right under where my contour would be. This has been the only concealer that I've used all this time, but that shows how much I love this product. And I don't think there's a much better product out there, especially in drugstore. So yeah, and I blend it all using a damp beauty blender because that's when it absorbs the extra products and it gives you a clean finished look. And to set all this in place, I use the NYX Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. This is the first time me using it, and I was like, oh my god, why did I not find out about this before? I was like, wow, this is so good. It's so finely milded and it's so soft. It makes your foundation and your concealer lock in its place for a really long time, and a little goes a long way with this. And for my contour, surprise surprise, I used the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I took this cool tone brown shade which I believe is called Somber, and I applied it all over my cheeks, which especially the hollows of my cheek, and on my forehead, on my nose, and I contoured it on the usual places where I usually contour. Oh my god, yeah. And some of you have been asking for a contouring routine, and so I will be doing that, and it will be up mostly by next week. So stay tuned for that. I will be using the same Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette because it is my holy grail. So stay tuned for that. Up next for my brows, I used nothing but the ABH Brow Definer in the Ebony shade, and I kind of filled it in the sparse areas. And in this video, I know my eyebrows look a bit out of shape, but it is all solved with the brow definer, and yeah, that's what I did. I clearly, I really have to get my brows done for this. And for my contour, surprise surprise, I used nothing but the ABH Brow Definer in the Ebony shade, and I kind of filled it in the sparse areas. And in this video, I know my eyebrows look a bit out of shape, but it is all solved with the brow definer, and yeah, that's what I did. Clearly have to get my brows done for this. Next for my eyes, as a primer, I used NYX Full Coverage Concealer in the medium shade, and I applied it all over my eyelids using a brush. To set my primer and for my shadows to blend really well, I set it using the Cosmetics Bye powder. For my eyes, at first I used the L'Oreal La Palette Nude 2, and I took this mauve shade and I applied it to my crease using a fluffy blending brush. This acted as a really nice transition color. Taking a deeper mauvey plum shade from the same palette, I applied it all over my eyelid as a good wash of color and also as a good base. From the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette, I took the color Deep Purple, I believe it is, which went perfectly well with the Indian outfit that I was wearing. And so I applied it all over my eyelid. I went about 2 or 3 coats of it until I got the perfect shade that I wanted it to be. I did keep blending it with the fluffy brush and using the transition color so that there was no harsh lines. From the same ABH palette, I took the shade Blossom, which was a really nice highlighted pinky shade. I applied it to the inner corners of my eyes so that it gave me an more open, wide-eyed look. From the L'Oreal palette, taking this highlighter shade, I applied it to my brow bone as a good highlighted color. For my mascara today, I used the Maybelline FALSIES PUSHUP Drama Mascara, which is a really nice mascara if you want length, and so I applied it to the top lashes of my eyes. I applied around 2 or 3 coats of this since that day I really did not have any time for falsies. Taking the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar Liquid Eyeliner, I did a really nice simple winged look because I feel that it went really well with Indian dresses. And in this I literally show you all the clips of me applying the winged look. It takes a lot of patience and it takes a lot of practice, so do keep trying it and you will perfect the winged look. Next, taking this deep plum shade from the L'Oreal palette, I applied it to my bottom eyes, oh my god, under my waterline so that it gave me a good transition. Taking the L'Oreal SILKISSME eyeliner in the black shade, I tightlined my upper and lower waterlines. Taking the Maybelline FALSIES PUSHUP Drama Mascara once again, I actually applied it to my bottom lashes. I was about to say waterline right now, but yeah, it is bottom lashes. From the e.l.f. blush palette, taking this really nice pinky shade, I applied a light wash of it on the apples of my cheek. Be careful with the e.l.f. palettes, they are highly pigmented, so a little goes a long way. And I did apply a bit too much, so I did blend it with the beauty blender. using the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector in the Opal shade, which is a gorgeous highlight. I apply it to the tops of my cheek and the bridge of my nose and on top of my eyebrows and on my cupid's bow to give me a really good highlighted look. For my lips today, I wanted to go for something really simple and nude since my eyes were really shebang, and so I used the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick in the nude shade. I will leave the correct shade in the description box below, but I kind of shared it with a lip brush, since the shade that I used was really nude. And then I applied a small bindi and I sorted my hair out to the way I wanted it to look. I wore these gorgeous bangles which went perfectly well with my dress. This is from India, and the earrings, I wore these beautiful flower earrings which I got from, I think it was in Target, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this is the final look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the whole look. If you recreate this look, please do show me your recreations on all my social media. I will leave the links in the description box below, so come connect with me over there. And also all the product details will be listed in the description box below, along with the links as to where you can find them. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a great big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Do let me know in the comments what other videos you would like for me to film next. And that'll be it for today, guys. See you next time. Bye.